This is like what you would build in your shop if you had everything, like a machine shop in your shop, and you're like, I'm gonna make a YZ250 work. This is what you'd end up with. Hey guys, it's Morgan. Come back to you with another versus video. We got Bella, the Fantic XE300 versus Tammy, the 300XC-W. We're out here in the desert of western Colorado. I got Sheetsy Poo, there he is, reluctantly being a YouTube star. And we are out rocking these bikes in the rocks, in the desert. Nothing super hard today, guys, but lots of kind of light to moderate enduro. Yeah, we're filming this thing. It's gonna be rad. If you want to find out which one's better, yeah, join us. Here we go. All right, guys, we're gonna click on a couple things. We got the suspension working pretty good, but I think I can make it better with taking a little bit of compression out. I already took rebound out, and it got better. So we're gonna do that. See if we can't get this thing working as good as possible with just the clickers before we go doing custom suspension stuff. So I'm really slow with this hand. So just so you know, I'm like putting. And then eventually this finger gets really tired and then I slow way down, just so you know. It's it's hilarious. Ewan's like, Dad, what the hell? We got the Sheetsy Poo. We're gonna have some fun. Pretty good. Funny, my beat up hand gets cold faster than the other one. I don't know why. Blood flow or something? Probably just also been, you know, because it's weak from not moving much. That's probably that's causing the blood flow to be not as good, because it's the whole thing, not just the outside where it was hurt. But I got the suspensions working way better now. I backed the rebound way out, front and rear. I just backed the compression out. I don't know if I like that, because I think I like it better holding it up a little bit more. But like, I don't know. I wish I had travel indicators on it like that, you know. But it's infinitely better than the first ride. Like the suspension's so much better. So I mean, it still needs the love, but it's a million times better than it was. Now it's broken in. Gotta ride it through that little rocky, you'll see, section, because it's actually, I think, I mean, it's not obviously, it's not like that because it's not set up, but it's pretty rideable. It's not bad, and it's fun because it's fast. All right, we're gonna let Sheetsy Poo ride it. So it's right now it's in the blue with traction. I got it with traction control on. So you should, like, I don't know, if you want at some point you can stop and just flip the map switch to feel what it feels like, see if it's different. But yeah, it's got to be running. That's kind of annoying. Like that doesn't stay, like one of the lights and the computer stay on for a little bit, like right after you kill it, but that button doesn't do a thing as if it's not actually running. So your tiny little lever actually feels pretty good right now. Mainly feels good because it's not so freaking heavy. God, yeah. That thing sucks. Like I got an R Enduro coming. I'm very much looking forward to it. Because it's bad right now.
Yeah, especially when you get used to that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, you go ahead first.
You're going down here?
Yeah, just straight down there. All right, for everybody's asking, no, that bike is not as smooth as this. Not even close. Like, it's, yeah, this is so smooth. This is a 2024 300XC-W named Tammy. Got full GBT valve suspension and GSP head and tune. Got an R Enduro clutch, easy clutch on it. This bike is nice, guys. I don't even have to ride it for long to tell you it's much nicer than that Fantic is, but the Fantic is bone stock. And if you want the smoothest motor possible, you absolutely have to have one of these KTMs. Oh yeah, he's got a Mako 360 on it too also, and we got one coming for the Fantic, but that's not the difference in the smoothness. Yeah! Yeah!
We got tubes in here?
No.
Is that the moose?
That's the Moose's. It's just the suspension is so much different than this. Like
tractions.
Yeah, tractions at a, like, and it's got, you know, good tires on it now, but like, no, tractions is not awesome.
And that's probably also my fault.
Yeah, I mean, I say we blame the motorcycle. The I crashed it in somewhere up here. Same thing in the sand like that. Like, just, I don't know, it's whatever. A little ways up here, hard right turn, same deal, just stuffed it in the sand.
The forks are like maxed out all the way low too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we had to like, let's just change that, because I got a tool. Yeah, fortunately Ewan was the first to crash it. And then I crashed it, now you crashed it. Hit this one. While you're doing that one. Oh man, the suspension on this bike is so nice. Cannot wait to mess with that one. Oh. I'll tell you right now, even though we're not really riding hard stuff, if you want to ride hard enduro, this is a better bike than that. Just so mild-mannered, but with lots of power.
Just in my head, I felt like it made a huge difference.
Did it? Well, that's a big difference. Like 5 mil, because like, let's see, yeah, I mean yours, they're two completely different motorcycles, but that's good. I'm glad.
Felt way better to me. It could be like confirmation bias or something.
Hey, yeah, that's all right. Well, we'll try it, because like, yeah, we'll give it a shot. Like, there's no competing with smoothness in those motors. Those things are crazy. Like, yeah, it's not even the same game. I mean, those things feel like electric bikes, and like this feels like a dirt bike, like an old school dirt bike with just a bunch of cool guy upgrades to it, you know? Like, this is like what you would build in your shop if you had everything, like a machine shop in your shop, and you're like, I'm gonna make a YZ250 work. This is what you'd end up with. That's what you end up with when you have a team of engineers and like a testing facility, and you know, riders, racers going, you know, that's, I mean, this thing's cool. I really like it a lot, but it's definitely, it ain't that.
A lot of people are gonna like that, but this is definitely more my speed.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it depends on what you're doing too, you know, like this thing's more exciting.
Yeah.
If that's what you're looking for. Definitely more exciting, but it's definitely a handful. Like, you know, it rips. It's super fast, but I think it's gonna be really good once you get the suspension dialed in, get the Mako on it and the bars on it, and like get it like done. I think it's gonna be really, really fun to ride and really fast. Like, it's gonna be a great hair scramble desert bike, just trail bike, like for guys that are just like normal, like intermediate riders that just want to ride and not have a KTM. Then it's gonna be sweet. But it's just impossible to argue with that thing, dude. It's just so smooth. That had nothing to do with the front end. That was all me. Oh, hand is starting to feel way better today. It was great though. Not like it's far from 100%, but like much better than it did yesterday, which is sweet. I like this bike a lot, but man, it ain't that.
Yeah, it felt pretty nice getting back in this.
Yeah, like
so smooth. That thing ate some stuff up though that kind of surprised me.
Yeah, well, the suspension's gonna be good. Like once we, you know, because that's not stock.
Yeah.
But the suspension's gonna be super sick when we're done with it. But like, and then, like I said, the Mako will help with that vibrations. It's better than my Beta. I don't notice it in my feet. The Beta I notice in my feet the whole time. Like I can feel it shaking my feet. But it's just raw. It's just a raw experience.
Yeah.
It's very raw. Like just pissed off, you know. Even with the traction control on, it definitely helps a lot. Like because like you go just full retard mode, dude. Yesterday I pinned it down this one straight, just like near the end. There's this one long straight, and I'm like, all right, I know it's straight and flat. I know I can just like, and I just, I was like, I was so scared. I was like, this is the scariest, scariest motorcycle I've ridden in a long time. It's like, which is fun. I mean, you know, that's what some people want.
Be terrified.
They want to be petrified. I mean, I like it a little bit. It's definitely a thing. I like it. That's fun. Definitely fun. I'm digging this. I hate the blackness of this. Like, no racism there. It's just like I freaking cannot stand that I can't see the gas level and I can't see the oil level. It drives me nuts. But other than that, I'm down. Definitely way better steering, much more planted front end. Oh guys, so good to have my hand really coming around, starting to feel way better. Just needed a couple days in a row of riding. That for sure. I do feel better about doing little things like that little wheelie up that. Definitely, hands feeling better. Just not strong yet. Alright guys, right now going through my head is this bike would be brilliant for someone who likes to go to a motocross track every now and then with a bike that's got life, because it's very nasty fast when you want it to be, and the chassis is very moto, but it works good out here. It's just not a modern off-road bike. That's all there is to it. But it's pretty freaking wicked, and I think would be right at home on a track. You can put the blinkers on it and mess with people. You're passing people with blinkers and brake lights. Not sure what I hit right there, but that almost got ugly. Dude, I almost died going up that side hill. I'm not exactly sure what I hit, but like there's that one kind of big rock off camber, like right near the top of that thing. I was just cruising, and right before that I hit something. I don't know what the hell, just like just like up the hill. I don't know if you guys can hear it on camera, but this bike just sounds different in that green map, like, and it's pretty smooth. power now, like not as much fun, not as exciting, but definitely easier to handle. Oh man, I swear you can count the RPM. It's like pretty cool. And that's why the E-Start is so nice. Dude, here, let's trade off. Let's just ride this thing for a second in the green. It's in green with traction control now. You gotta see what you think of the motor. Oh yeah, guys. All the KTM haters are gonna hate this video because this is a nice motorcycle. That's all there is to it. I really hope that KTM sorts out their financial issues and goes back to building bikes like this. I mean, I know they got a lot of Chinese stuff on them now and all that, but man, this is a nice bike. Freaking motor's incredible. Like, see, I'm keeping up with Zach. He's on that. That wasn't happening before. That motor feels easier to ride, huh?
This map?
No, like the map. Yeah, not the motor in general. Yeah, no, not at all. Easier to ride overall, but that map's way better, huh?
It is, yeah.
I think.
It's gonna be fun when it's all set up. I'm gonna have fun on it now, but
Yeah, I mean, it is super hard to compare a bike that has really good suspension to a bike that has just stock stuff, because that thing is just so planted going, you know. Yeah, in the clutch, that's the other thing I've noticed, is like not just the feel is so stiff, but beyond that, the internal parts of the clutch they're very much a YZ. It's just like, it's kind of grabby. It's just not as super smooth. And I don't know if it's the diaphragm damper spring, because it's putting even pressure all the way around, you know, like, or if it's just the components, because this has probably got the crappy cast aluminum YZ clutch basket that they all do, and it's just, they're just not that great. That's all there is to it. But I can tell the difference, like when you're like going up a climb and you're in the wrong gear and you're like using the clutch, it's like it's just not as smooth at all. But so that might have to get addressed at some point. But I like the fact it's hydraulic and it's not like, as a normal YZ, you start beating on the clutch, the adjustment goes to hell and you got to roll the cable. You got to adjust the cable like on the fly, and that's annoying. I just really hope KTM doesn't do something stupid and start building those things in China. And yeah, that would be not good, because that thing, it's so good. It's just so good. Yeah, I mean, I do like my XC motor better than that, just because it's a little more lively. But you can still, you map switch and it's mellow again. It's no big deal. But it definitely a little livelier than the W motor. But like, yeah, if you're gonna go ride hard stuff, I would like take that every time.
Yeah, after all this, not that this is super rocky, but it's rocky enough that just that super smooth, mellow, but plenty of power still. It's so good.
Yeah,
it's so easy to ride.
That's
thing you got to think about what you're doing a little more and do the right stuff.
Yeah. Well, and like I mean, we did take, I'm always a little faster after a break because my hand, but like I was right on you. And like with this thing, I'm falling back. Like, I'm like, ah. And part of that is you're on this, which is probably making you a little slower. And then I'm on that, which is making me a little faster. So the gap comes together. But, yeah, that thing is wicked. Yeah, I'm excited about what it's like, what we'll get done with this to see how good we can make it. Chug up that. Oh, guys, well, Zach's custom suspension is definitely better. Than anything well valved is definitely going to be better than this. This is pretty good for stock. Like, I'm actually pretty happy. Like, I think the new KTM closed chamber forks are also very good. They may be a little more flush, but I think this is better for going fast. Like, obviously I'm not going that fast right now, but I think I'm gonna do this. Here we go. I think it's that KYB stuff is just good at speed.
Right on, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I pretty much answered all the questions in all the conversations with Zach, but let's quick just run it down. The KTM is hands down a better motorcycle. It just is. That's all there is to it, guys. I really want the Fantic to be better, and we are going to keep working on it. Like I said, it is completely bone stock. The KTM has a fair amount of work done to it, so don't worry, we're not done with all the Fantic content by any means. In fact, I really, really like the Fantic, and I think it's going to scratch the itch of a lot of people because of the nature of the motor. The motor is really exciting, it's really fun, it's really powerful, but it's not nearly as smooth, and it takes a lot more concentration to ride. Now again, bone stock suspension, so we're going to work on that. I will say that the Fantic suspension, the valving that they're putting in those forks and shock is actually really good now that's broken in. We got almost 5 hours on it. The suspension is broken in. I got the clickers set where I like them. I backed out. I think I'm 12 out on compression and 15 out on rebound, front and rear. And then I'm 1.5 turns out on high speed on the back. So I really like the way it's handling. It's just not as good as a custom valve setup, which is not a surprise at all. So we're gonna get that dialed in, don't worry. We're gonna be valving it with TBT stuff, and trust me, subscribe to the channel, guys. We're gonna be really digging into that Fantic and making it better. I'm pretty much done riding it stock. I think I don't know, I might have ride it a couple more times over the weekend, but I'm pretty much finished riding it bone stock. I've got a Mako 360 coming for it. I got Astra bars to put on it, hand guards, a different skid plate, and then we're probably gonna work on the suspension next. I've actually got a little something from Del Saggio coming. Well, I got a lot of stuff coming, but I've got the first thing we're gonna do is the XR kit to drop into the compression valve of those. So we're gonna take the compression valve out of the KYBs with the internal compression spring and all that stuff, and we're gonna drop in an XR compression valve, which is gonna have the bladder and a completely different setup. So super excited about that, guys. Make sure you stay tuned for that. That's gonna be our next iteration, not custom valved yet. And then I've got some really cool stuff in the works, which is gonna be awesome. So yeah, the Fantic is awesome. It's a great bike. Yeah, the KTM is just smoother, easier to ride, that's for sure. So I can say the one thing I like about the Fantic better stock is the fueling. The fuel injection on the Fantic is just dead nuts. The KTM took ahead an ERM to get there. It's really, really, really good now from TSP. Massive thank you to TSP. If you have a TBI KTM or TPI KTM, I cannot recommend TSP enough, but I can say that the Fantic fuel injection is spot on. It's really good. I love the Athena ignition. I love the map switch, all that stuff. There's a lot to like about the Fantic, but the reality is right now that KTM is just amazing. So anyway, thank you guys for sticking with us for another video on the Fantic and just about dirt bikes in general. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, guys. This is not all we talk about. We talk about all kinds of cool other dirt bike stuff too, but we're going to be focusing heavily on the Fantic right now. So anyway, I love you. We'll see you on the next one.